Hello and welcome to May updates video. I don't have too many updates for this month, but still thought it'd be great to record the journey so that when we get to June updates, we know where we are. So just gonna start with Alocasia mycologiana. So it's doing good. Somehow I feel the leaf sizes have reduced. The biggest leaves are actually falling off because the plant is pushing out new leaves. So this was a really huge leaf, as you can see. So was this one. These are on their way out though. This is right now one of the largest leaves, which is new. These are still building up, sizing up. These are some of the other new leaves. They're pretty small, but they will grow up. There are these new leaves coming here, and one more is about to come out. Probably it will come out of the sheath today. So that's on this guy. Then of course we recently saw Anthurium crystallinum, which is doing fine. This is a new pot we put it into recently, just a few days back, and there's a new leaf coming here as well. It's sort of stuck right now. It's stuck into the sheath, but hopefully that should be fine. It will come out of that. Moving on is black velvet. So just two leaves now on this plant. Let me try and just remove it. So from the time it used to have some 7-8 leaves and 3-4 blooms, we are now with 2 leaves, which is perfectly fine because it is already pushing out a new shoot. So I guess there would be some corm inside which has sprouted on its own. I don't think this is the corm that I had found and put back into the soil, but nevertheless really happy that it's getting one more branch of its own now. So that's really great. So moving on, we have Synapsis, Pictus exotica. This is doing great only in terms of the number of new leaves which have come in. There are about 10 new leaves. All the light colored ones are new leaves, which are really pretty, really beautiful. They have a lot of silver splashes in them, but I feel the size is not increasing yet. These two are also new leaves. They've matured, and this is a decent size. All of these are new leaves. Many of them are new leaves over here, these coming out here, but just worried about their sizing and coloring. I'm not too sure about their care, so I think they're getting too much light and I need to move it away, so I'm gonna try that soon. Then we have Alocasia cuprea red secret. This is doing fine as well. The issue which I faced was when I was traveling, I had put another grow light, which was one of those pink colored grow lights, and they damaged 2 of my biggest leaves. They totally fell off. They lost all the color. They turned pink, like a bright pink, and they fell off. So that was sad. But nevertheless, this is a new leaf and it's just so beautiful. It's lovely. It's so shiny, like a mirror. Even this one is a new leaf, which of course it came with a tear when it came out new. That's fine. This is also a new leaf. So a lot of new leaves on, mostly all of these leaves are new. So all 5 are new leaves on this one. Then moving on. So moving on is my alocasia, alba alocasia. I damaged this leaf right now while removing it. It was a new leaf, but the second last new leaf, but that's okay now. I don't know what I can do. This is the latest leaf. It's pretty good. I think this also got a bit sun stressed though. The light was too harsh. It got too close to the grow light. This by far is like one of the perfect leaves that I have right now. It's really beautiful. Totally like unique. Looks like a map. A lot of whites and very little greens. This is the symmetric one which I have. Others are not. They are all splashes. So that's on alba alocasia. Coming on to my Miranda, it is fine. It's lost one leaf, which is okay. It was an old one. These are all the new leaves. They seem to not have that great pattern of Miranda in them, but I've been struggling with this plant a lot. I don't know what's the issue been, but I'm just gonna give it as much time as possible to do its thing. That's what I've planned for him. Then this is my Queen of the Night cactus. If you remember, it had this really big shoot, which now has 3 new offshoots in itself. So I don't know how this goes or how this plant really grows and blooms the popular flower it has, but this is what it's doing right now. It's healthy. The plant is really healthy. It's doing really well, and I'm hoping these 3 will turn into something, and it's quite unique. It's quite a unique thing what's going on right now, so yeah. Then here's my philodendron verrucosum juvenile. It has grown a lot. It has all of these small leaves are new leaves, and it still gets those ingrown leaves like you see here on top. So I still struggle with that problem of ingrown leaves, but because of the moss pole, they come out on their own. I don't have to worry about that much. The issue, of course, is the leaves are really small. The leaves it came with were also very small and were of a concern to me, but considering the new leaves, you can see they are almost barely 1/4 of that size. Like, these are really tiny leaves, but I'm hoping that it does something soon. I'm really disappointed with the seller because they showed a picture of a mature plant and they sent me a juvenile plant and very easily told me it will take 2 years for this to mature. So anyway, I'm gonna keep doing my best and let's see if it starts giving me bigger leaves. Coming then to 2 great updates are, of course, on my Monstera Peru. It's given me great number of leaves. It used to be the 1 leaf club, and of course this shoot never gave me any leaf, but this one has been continuously trailing and giving these beautiful leaves. I've been thinking if I should put a moss pole so the leaf sizes increase, or I'm actually just happy to have 1 trailing plant which has potential to grow up. I may have to, of course, chop it up and propagate and make a fuller plant, but right now I'm just gonna let it do its thing. So yeah, these are more new leaves on it, and it's very beautiful, very pretty. The next one is philodendron Micans, and it's doing really well. One of the best updates I think I have for today is with this plant, starting with just 4 leaves, of which now 3 remain, this and this one. The 4th one was here, which has fallen off finally. We started with those 4 leaves and I just let the plant be, and it's given me now really great leaves. The grow light is making all the difference for this guy. So yeah, I have multiple branches, 1, 2 and 3. All of them are pushing out new leaves continuously. I did put this in this pot, which you would remember. I don't plan to remove it right now till it grows a bit more bigger, and same for Monstera Peru, and same for this guy. So these 2 are my favorite plants for May for sure. Next is my syngonium, variegated syngonium. I had a huge issue with this plant. I repotted it and we had checked its roots and they were all damaged. I don't know what it was. Could it be thrips? I'm not sure, but I let it be, and very recently, just 2 weeks back, I saw that the plant wasn't doing anything. It was dying. So I just took my shears and I chopped it off. There was only 1 leaf finally left, and it had a lot of roots. I'll try and put a picture of how it was looking. I just cut it, I put it in water, it propagated within 3-4 days, and I put it in a soil because it had already started pushing a new leaf. So cutting the plant helped it immediately grow again, because I think it was waiting to grow from a very long time, but the roots were so damaged it couldn't really do anything. So I'm really happy I did that. and the very new leaf is also looking very beautiful. It's big in size, and I'm so happy because the roots, the propagation happens so quickly, which I've never seen in any plant. So I'm so happy I decided to cut it off and put it in water. So if you have any plant which is struggling and you happen to see any nodes which some aerial roots, please just chop it off, put it in water, put it in fresh soil. That's the best you can do for it. Then we have Enjoy Pothos, which is doing okay. I am not sure because I think it's a slow growing plant, but it has given me a lot of new leaves. These are all new leaves. It's just that the expectation from this plant has been very high, and to be fair, it has given, all of these are new leaves, most of these are new leaves, so it's not doing bad, it's doing fine. There's a lot of new stuff happening here. It's just that the leaf sizes will take a long while to increase, which is again okay, so just leaving it be. But it makes for a good corner pot decoration for, you know, the room with plants. It's a good one for that. So yeah, just these two guys here. Finding my last two plants now. This is Philodendron Congo Rojo, not doing well at all. All the leaves which it had have fallen off. I let them be as much as possible, but they just fell off. This is a new leaf, but as usual, just like with this one, it is not unfurling. So that's becoming a constant issue with this plant. The leaves just don't unfurl, but yeah, they just get stuck. They are quite thick and crispy already, though it's all watered, it's fine, it's humid. Like this one, the same thing had happened. I tried to mist it a lot so that it would open up, and it did, but it didn't really take great shape, and I'm worried the same thing will happen with this. So I'm going to check the roots for this off the camera and see what's going on, because there's definitely an issue with the plant. Then lastly is my Philodendron Burley Marks. This is doing great. For a while I had removed it from my grow light area and kept it as a decorative piece on my dining table, so you know, just to have it as a centerpiece. I need to again wash the leaves. So I think because when I went on a holiday, there was a limited source of light, so all of it has kind of, you know, moved towards it, and the shape has changed. Otherwise it was a very perfectly balanced, like all the leaves were perfectly balanced. That was doing great. So I think I need to change its position again, and yeah, it should be fine. This has got a ton of leaves, so no complaints. Look at this shoot here. Just look at what's happening here. So it's growing crazy. I don't think I need to do anything. Maybe I'll add a bit more soil to it so some of the aerial roots can start taking nutrients from it. Yeah, that's about it on this one. A lot of new leaves happening here. Yes, and I have my Monstera Adansonii. I didn't cover it yet. So I had put it on a rope here. I immediately actually removed it the other moment I got, and I just wrapped it all around the moss pole. Earlier I used to have a trailing Adansonii, but I thought the moss pole will help. It did help in terms of getting a lot of new growth. So all of this whole offshoot here, this thing, and these guys here, all of these are all new leaves. I had put some propagations down below which are also putting out new leaves at the bottom there. So it's becoming a fuller plant for sure, but the size hasn't really increased, so maybe that will take more time. Some leaves have, like these leaves are bigger yet, so that's okay. So just leaving it be, not really trying to experiment with any of my plants recently. This is how they all are looking. It's not been a great month of updates, and maybe because I was away for a while, so I feel that way. That's my Gloriosum, not doing anything at all. I just have the 4 leaves it came with, and I repotted it I think a month or 2 months back, but there's nothing. It's just not doing anything, so just leaving it be too. This was a new leaf which had come, which had got damaged, and it remains to be how it is. So yeah, these are the 3 leaves I have. So if you have any tips on Gloriosum. How do I get new leaves? Please do tell me. So yeah, that's all we have. This is my caladium, which has really been upsetting me because it never turns pink. I have tried everything. It's given me new leaves. This is a new one, decent one. This is a new one. It just gives me 2 leaves at one go, but it doesn't turn pink. So that's quite upsetting. But again, he'll do his thing. So those are the updates for May, and I'm hoping that June will be a better month. The key highlights, of course, are Mycologiana, Anthurium crystallinum, Micans, and Peru. These guys have been doing well, so no complaints from them. And yeah, that's all for now. See you guys next time. Bye.